No. Whatever you.
Man, no, nigga, monkeys. This is racist for Katonda Live. Banco.
No way.
Buba is racist. These light skinned people are fucking racist.
Nanti ini kan
What? We look rich, you know. Bro, that shit. Shit.
bakal sih maintain di depan anak doang. Kayak pindah imagine. That's right now.
And we're basically in a thread right now. No more imagination now, but
Oh.
yo,
Pas ikutan sering nggak ada tanggung jawab nih.
nanti nah, yeah, but update on Aero USD though, we've been getting smoked. The only thing that was saving us in this market, Billa, is the risk management. Nothing else. We was trying to catch this continuation. Huh? You see, like the structure that we actually still looking for here, it was the same reasons that we were looking for here, but because that is what we expecting. But it just take you a few times. You just need to know. But yeah, now is the kind of the best time to try to get in there. We're in Aero USD. To be honest, there's nothing too much updates we need to do on the charts. We just need to delete this, make this clean, delete this red line. We're gonna just use this for our stop loss line. That's literally it. But after that, we're gonna check our structure on 1 hour time frame. On a minute, so that is where the work came in. So I need to be in this time frame more. Because I'd leave everything on this time frame and leave some in there. So we started fresh. We can now do either weekly time frame or we can do monthly time frame. Should we analyze from the last month or should we just go with from last week? To stay in the game, we just need to go with the month. So we're gonna just put the same lines we have on the other time frame basically, but we're just gonna throw them fresh so many cannot clear that. This magnet thing. I'm gonna have a question for you, man. Why do you man think we're analyzing this candle? Even though Kasson Pai can link it, why can it give me a June 22nd? Yeah, why we still analyzing this candle? Might be a question. Do you know why? Because we're still in June. So any future trade we're gonna be looking.
This is gonna be in this.
It's gonna be analyzed from this month because this month is basically trading based on this. Now we're trading above this line. We're expecting more back. But you see, like, bro, we got like a EMA high now. What you saying? The US, the Euro USD might start to recheck here. But that will be our monthly. We're gonna go with buys. Be more clear. I'm not gonna take the close number, the open. I'm gonna take, sorry, not the close. I'm gonna take the open there because this is more area. Price is above that area. There's more logic in this for me. So we take that. I'm going to put another chart. Well, and we can see now it's the same level kind of last month high. Okay, we did in May. I think it needs to be somewhere, but again, we can now start to play structure. Weekly time frame, we can see here already we're making this higher lows here, higher high, higher lows, confirmation. Everything is just continuation for now. So we need to actually close back above here. So weekly is showing bullish overall on Euro USD. This week is so we're in this 1 day time frame. Bro, Matma, if you've been paying attention, Bilana video ban here. It's basically the same structure that we're basically doing here, bro. Look, So now it's the same line, but like line run or like logical area, you can move them sometimes. But you can take this high. That will make more sense because you can see all these pullbacks I happen to carry. So this will be the monthly high. So see, like it's June 2nd. That's when we make this high. We pull back. Now we break it with there now. But overall, the most obvious structure that we were dealing with is this. These are the structures that we are using. These structures here, these are structure inside these structures here. So we're making these higher highs here, higher lows here, new higher highs here, eventually higher lows here, higher highs to confirm this. If this is actually break of structure on this high, we want to see the market to continue going and take out this, so we can confirm to be this higher low, and this is the most closest or lowest level we can see this price retesting. So that demand is now above this here. This whole thing, if you pay attention to candles, this 1 hour candle is order block here basically. Price can pull back here because this is where this move started, and it's just coming back there on the daily. So yeah. But for this EURUSD, we're gonna stay bullish in this market. And bro, you seen all this news happening. The dollar is gonna get weaker. After we check the dollar, the lower point under that trend line that we were looking for dollar to go to. All these news might be the reason to continue dropping further there. See based on the market. But for here, daily time frame, we're expecting higher high. We can kind of see here we did have some rejection on EURUSD before this gap happened. We have one, two, three, and then three. This gap just gap down. So we can see if this can fill all the way back up to continue with this bullish market. Yeah. If not, we can pull back further, but structure stay the same. We go with 4 hour time frame. We look for structures. Modify this here. Yeah, so we can now look for the same logic. Just try to so 4 hour we're doing the same. Our structure was doing bearish. Doing this, make this, we switch to this, we're making this, we're doing this, we make high. Again, it's not break of structure, so this is just higher low, it's just a sweep, higher low. We'll have a higher high here. This, you can either choose this as higher low, you can choose this, you can choose this, you can choose this, it don't matter. It all depends. You need to understand where this most recent move started from. If you're gonna use this, you're gonna have to stick with this. Look for the bearish candle in this and take it, because this candle has the bullet. So you can take the whole candle. But again, you can see price already retest there, but there is chance it can come and retest there again. Because if we're gonna carry use structure K, we're gonna say this is the higher high now. So we're in this structure, but sometimes you need to go further and just keep going with structure. You'll come to more like logical areas that you can use rather than that actual. Because if you have this price did this, did it break the high? No. So you can move your structure from here now to this. When price did this, did it take out the high? It didn't. So you can move your structure to this. When price did this and then pull back, did it take out the high? Did it? So you take out your structure into here. Price did do that. Did it take out that high? Yes, so you can take that area. So this will become your area of interest rather than all this area. What you can do, you can take from the whole pullback wick, or you can choose the most thingy here. But logically, again, you need to understand what is happening. If price is trading back above structure areas like this, if you see price is trading above all this area, because these areas are basically all reacting based on this. So we basically now above that structure. The only reason we will say price can come all the way to here is if the previous higher high, because this was the higher high, so price can either hold the higher high and continue going, or it can come all the way to the extreme. So if the higher high don't hold, we can say this can come here. But the way it's looking right now, it looks like price is rejecting above here. Not only this, we're trading above that monthly level. Not only this, we can see EURUSD is breaking psychological level, it kind of retesting it. So there is more confluence in there. So this area, we can choose this on the 1 hour F 4 hour time frame, but again, when you get the what we were backtesting there, all our trade and our structure, we're gonna start to focus on 1 hour more. 1 hour time frame structure. Yeah. So now we're gonna use the same thing here. Where's the structure? If this was the higher high, we're gonna say is the higher low. It can be either this or we can choose this. The last bearish candles are in this, so we're gonna choose this here, for example. So we're gonna say this is where this move started from. For instance, I'm just gonna choose all these two candles because the way I'm seeing the market behave is kind of important. So I'm gonna check this. Broski, you know what the crazy thing about it? Obviously, yes, this is the area we're trying to see if EURUSD can come. If to make sure this is higher low here, and to confirm this is our new higher high. All we want from this pullback, we just buying here because we thinking price need to take out this high. But all this area price needs to go here. So any buy that you take in from these small time frames here, you need to be aiming for this move because that's the structure you're in. So price is coming closer to this. We don't know if we will get all the way back down here or not. As long as you understand this structure, now we can see that 1 hour structure, obviously we're in this bullish trend. We were counter trending. Current structures that we're in, we're making some form of this, we're making this and this, we're making new higher high. So it's like we retest back above structure, price can any direction to change in slowly. So now this is our first sign to say, oh, the direction is changing. But is it confirmed yet? No. Why? Because we break this high, that is correct. But when price come back here, any buy that we're gonna take here is to confirm to us to be like, okay, this first sign that happened here, that price is changing direction to continue going bullish. This area needs to hold, and we need to trade all the way back above here to break this structure. Then we can say, okay, this is now a higher low. We create a new higher high. But overall, with this flow, we're gonna look for trade to continue going all the way back up here. So that is basically the idea of this structure. Yes. I like how EURUSD is building up. So 1 hour, we have area of interest down here if price keep dropping, but obviously, like if we pay attention, we have some retest here where we can even choose this 4 hour rejection area that we're looking at. So if we take this wick here and this candle, bring it down here, therefore our supply. So now it's demand because it's below price. This can be the demand now to hold price. So this is where we are now. You can see the structure is clear for you now as fuck. From here all the way to here. And from here we have this. And then we have this. Now we have a retest. We can either hold this to continue going higher, or we can keep dropping below it, come all the way to here before we can continue going higher. But it's the same thing, the structure stay the same. You see, you have a nice sense, but the structure is the same. So now we have for this, for EURUSD, I think we just need to pay attention. Let me go to the orders. Yeah, so I'm only interested in this structure on 1 hour time frame. I'm gonna pay attention to this main structure that I'm in now to here. but my buyers are obviously above this area right now. So on the 15-minute time frame, again, we took this trade based on the gap. But anything we're going to do here, yeah, and you can see this 4 hour area, this are 4 hour supply, that price is reacting. Anything we're going to do from here, it don't matter. We just need to wait for these times and start to look for the same thing we were back testing. We're only focusing on buys, nothing else. So we just gonna now wait. Price can do whatever I want here, but whenever we come into this closer to this time, we see price doing some nice move from somewhere. It has to be only buying signal, no selling signal. We're not interested. Then we can start to look for all these on coming through that way. If price come, yes. If we don't, we cross. We move on to the next day. So on and so on. So yeah. But this gap trade that we took here again, the only reason this trade you wouldn't say the move started from here. Yes, the price goes there. Yes, all you go away for now is confirmation. Yes, you are in a different session, but it's the same rule that applies. Well, this will be our first trade. So, yeah. Let's see if price can continue going higher. I just wanted this to do this. This is our first idea on NeuroUSD so far. It looks clean, man.
It look clean, bro. I don't know what it is.
It looks clean. Yeah, so we, even if price continue dipping, we're gonna pay attention to see what will happen closer to here. And that's that for NeuroUSD. We're gonna be with that. Any question?
Yeah.
Wow, but
Bro, how much you return this week?
yeah. Let's analyze US30 and then we do that. Yeah, so this trade, oh well, yeah, and then we're gonna go US for it. US30, gang. We've been doing alright with US30 though, can't lie. Look at this US30. Good. Like the week, last week was only 3 trades. This week we took what? 1, 2, 3.
We entered the right time before the pullbacks happen.
The US30 was good overall. I think my charts are too messy now. I'm getting confused. I'm just gonna have to clear all of them, unfortunately. Just think
He was catching a pullback, bro. It looked like he was on the uptrend.
it's still in the uptrend, bro. That is the mid. You see what I mean? You see what we have here? So whatever we're gonna focus on, it has to be the buy. Oh wow. Yo, US30 just got down. You know, last week 19 got there.
Yeah,
Yeah, as well.
bro.
Yeah, let's just think. Let's just think.
Bro, come on, Nuntanya reaching a
we have to take this shit. Let's see. You can actually zoom up from there. Cause
Nah, we're not.
let's take camera. It's 11. It just happened. There's no way we could have get in this trade. We didn't do no risk calculation. The gap felt crazy though. Now
Bro, you
just
put this line there for reason. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying. They
this-
always play.
we cannot take. There's no way we can take this trade in this condition. That spread will just be like fucking 500 or so. It's
Yeah, if he split to our direct for 500.
nah, no. Well, like, and that profit, when there's spread, the profit is not enough. This is not gonna go up, even if it
Power
goes.
split,
Yeah,
what do you
basically.
mean? How?
Like if you're gonna make if the trade can go in profit, but you're still in drawdown because of the spread.
Yeah, it depends where you enter. When you enter,
Yeah.
if the spreads are going down, it make you go
But
up.
how would you get in this trade though?
No,
Just go.
this
Just
one
go
for
in
them.
MT5 and be like,
After you cry.
nah, this is okay. So all we gotta do now, we're gonna give this time until Kata 11:30. There's nothing we can do here. Trust me, the market will pull
As
back
long
here
as when you
and give
stay
us
in
more.
that area for until I tell you that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the guy, the nigga's low with the money. Look at it, yes, they trap.
Bro, that's what we talking about, bro. Look at me, the money, bro. You ain't getting no money.
Nah, if we catch nice entry on US30, though, we'll be fine. But right now, bro, this is not making sense. Trust me, I know how US30 goes, bro. This gap,
Now, you know, holding no chain not too long, bro.
This
When
guy-
we have money, bro, plus our own chain.
look. Let's just get scientific with this gap here, because the gap needs to fill. We have gap all the way here. So let me just kill the FOMO inside you right now. So we regardless of what happened, we're not interested. We know it's bullish anyways, bro. We're gonna catch market moves. It's not gonna go anywhere. I promise you, bro. Fuck this shit. Bro, you know okay, I can't do Hanana for this market to open.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just open right
Oh,
now.
it's still.
It's 11. US, I'm not to Euro USD don't go other pairs. They're open at 10, but US30 open at 11. But yeah, so for this, guys, that was some crazy. But yeah, well, trust me, bro. You see, this is the other block, guys. This is the other block in this buy here, bro. This is the other block. You just need to know the candle. When US30 comes here, we can look for buys, and guess what? Maybe the stop loss will be even be better. So you see, like it's giving us below, like we're saying we're gonna reach no more than 100, so we can even put a stop loss about 65 and ride it.
I like this type of patient, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just have to wait. So now for this, to be honest, we're just gonna delete most of this line and just leave all the entries because needing gonna. Yo, Ratty!
Yo,
Yo, give me shoes, fam. Now, give me the shoes.
Ay, alaga. Na itakin ano mo. Ma, kumara ay meron anyway. No, ako pa kami ikaw.
Bro, don't grab it. Don't grab. Let me kill it. Let me kill it. Ah, the macaroni, daragana.
Boa na kasi niya.
Yeah, we got that shit. Oh.
We're gonna pull this off.
We're not crying shit up. Oh my god.
This risky. We really mean this.
We're not closing there. We're not closing there though.
Are you sure?
No, we fucking no, bro.
Because it's not our trading time.
Yeah, no, but let the gap fill though. And that structure played, man. Let's see. There is
So
conflict. There is conflict. There is conflict. There is conflict happening, bro.
What's that mean?
There is war going on, bro.
He is, bro. Bro.
There is war going on. This could be the trend, bro. This could be the life-changing trend, though.
For real, these gaps are happening for reasoning.
The dollar might.
And again.
But give me the war, bro, please. Yeah, man. See, if that is not gonna go nowhere.
Can't get linear, bro. I don't know
We give bro be life, we catch this trade right now with proper risk behind it. Not too much. Bro, we'll be making this trade will go high. Again, we're just gonna analyze and go with the market. Okay. 600 something. Oh, it's down 400 now. Yeah, man.
Imagine someone gini bro, what's a soak at the sky?
Hey, it's gonna
Bro,
This is
guy.
it's gonna show, bro. This trade.
Shit. Nagila na yara ka ma.
Yeah, man. Last week was
How do I
kinda
do that man?
crazy.
10,000.
Bro, this can go to fucking million right now.
Man, imagine.
The leverage, yeah.
Kaya ko yung ako na doon ako na coaching mo. Ako doon na ka. Sabi na lang ako.
So US30, we're interested in this. So nice.
Imagine.
Just gonna delete these
Nagila
lines
ko
as
po
well.
na.
Yeah, man. Well, like, we've been so.
Why na mo tulong musik ya ako mo ni susigil ka laki ako.
And,
Ang kita kanya ako.
but yeah, US30, fucking now. I think we do good. We're still looking for the same reasonings, bro. This bias will happen. I feel like this might be the right moment for this. Now I'm just gonna push this. We've been waiting for this area for so long. Put this all the way to maybe cut that Tuesday. Tuesday, trading time. No, where is this? Oh, area here. And we see like, bro, this market, we just go, we know where we are. It's not even too crazy, but to understand. This area, I don't even have to update too much because I know this is the previous month low, this is the mid-level. Price is just breaking. But if I check on the 4-hour time frame, I'm just gonna try to go with structure. But this is the structure we're in. We have this as a higher low. We can take it all the way to here, but I rather choose that one. So we have this high here. We're switching, making series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and now we are having this here. Maybe to go and make a new higher high. That is the structure in USD. If that don't happen, we can wait for this because now this would be the old structure. This pullback happened within this level. Yeah, but we know overall that USD is bullish though. So that is this on our time frame. Nothing really. Again, it's just the same structure. We've been having more bearish in this market, but we are focused buys. And the areas again, we can whatever query is used as a reference, bro. We can just use all this.
Yeah.
Can use all this rejection here. Price is not really trading below this area. It's just gap below it. Bang, it pulled back above it. We now come and fill in that gap again above this area. It's not confirmed yet. There is no bulls in this market, but logically thinking these other areas we will look for continuation to go and create these higher highs that we're aiming for. So
this is the most
but US30 kinda just fill this gap. Not missing the Puma didn't wanna miss out in this trend, but yeah. Nah bro. This is a gap on its own, bro. Trust me.
Cuban always paying for these gaps.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna have to be filled. So we'll pay attention for this. So this for now, we catch an entry on Euro USD anyway. So this gap shouldn't trigger us. Let's go to our analysis on the daily time from the monthly here. To be honest, what I can do, I just need the same level, but you can see the daily structure is fully clear that we're bullish as fucking Euro USD, bro. We're just bullish. Is this? Yes, there is very high chance. Why? Because look at this EMA here. This is a golden, bro. This is golden light to look because this EMA can be interesting. This can just start to go only further from here if structure holds, and that is what we're aiming for. Is to continue make a more high. So what I'm gonna do instead, I'm just gonna save myself sometimes. Copy this same line. Paste this here. Copy the same line. Paste it here. So actually do. Madness now. No phone. Okay, that's fine. I will need the monthly low as well. But for this, I might not focus on the low right now like that. Because that is all the way here. But I'm just gonna take it. Boom. Daily. Perfect. Power. Now we know where we're in. We're just gonna play US30 structure. Okay, we're gonna play it on 1 hour and catch entries on 15-minute time frame. So all we need to understand now is which 1 hour structure are we in. So if we was making higher highs, higher lows, this is the high for these highs you cannot use them, bro. If there's no clear pullback, it's not high. If we choose this as our first higher low, we can either choose this or this, because this when this move actually happen. So now we're gonna choose this. We're making new higher high. Bro, Sura, stop kindly, man. Nanya ringing a god, bro. Ntolo kaya ba? Ay, ray, bro. Nyarin ta, ay di niya. Ah. What are you saying? Yo. Odiga mo, ndaro buwa diga mo. Andika mo, ano nga? Why back testing now?
Don't back test, bro.
Come on, are you doing it now?
Active.
Come on, man. Why can you start back testing it right now? The goal kara gap na bare aba. Is it? Nagira. The opportunity to get in a London trade and come. America is so stupid, you know. Ah, that's crazy. Yeah, man. Cause Kenya can go London session ku yaran ku man. Now kuma selu mutu ye starting o kwa focus no buy no kwa bro. It's calm man. The gaps, the gaps will be mad now, bro. Yeah, man.
Get him out. That's what I name. I let it.
This nigga nearly trigger me, fam. But this is the most recent area that is kind of interesting in US30 of the line. So this from time, bro. Let's get back on that shit. This is literally it for the week. So all we're looking for is again just continuation buys. Whatever happen. Our goal is to just continue making this buys. So the chances are that we wait for this. This is area. If we're gonna be going to bed, we're probably gonna set some buy limit here, but I don't wanna set no buy limit on here, especially with no.
Yeah, no. Camarada que
time for. But again, look, man, we now know we're bearish market anyway. So throughout the week, we can just focus on that. But again, I feel like we're at the point now. Let's just ignore sales and just focus on the buys because we have very high chances that we can come all the way here. But who cares if we miss the sell to here?
Yeah, man. Bro, and when we catch this guy, once we are getting
And
it's fucking over, bro. I'm gonna hit you now, bro.
right. But yeah, man, this looks another clean chart on US 30 though. I'm just gonna see. This looks solid if it start to play though. But bro, if you see this US 30, whenever it start to shoot up, it's gonna be so stupid. And guys, bro, we took most of this liquidity anyways. All this liquidity that was here. We kinda take all of them from here. If you check this all the way here, you can see we just swipe all the liquidity. So any money that was resting below this lows here, it kinda got swapped. And we have nice bullish behavior after that. We wanna see price climb back, pull back all the way here to see if we have the same pullback reaction to go high. But the liquidity was taken unless we wanna come down further for this liquidity here. But that this is looking cool for now. Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. I love it. The only thing that will get us in US 30 now is if price come here, even if it's not a trading time, we'll use the same logic for it. So we are gonna set an alert here. Whatever action we take, we must accept it. Whatever outcome we receive after that, we must accept it. That is literally the reason. So again, we go with the flow, we stay with the buys for now. 42,000, we just break back above it. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this thing, but don't tell me let's get in the trade. Gap below it, we now close back above 42,000. So there is again, we're above psychological number. We can see this gap kind of played out. It just basically filled the gap, price push, goes back above this psychological number. It might not come below it again.
We've already is kind of with these numbers well.
You can just continue going now. So if you wanna be greedy, you can take trade. But like again, until this time actually play out, you're not interested. What you can do now, you need to pay attention to the 1 minute structure that is going to build, and then use that same flow there. If not, you stick with 5 minutes. See what 5 minute structure is going to build above this number from now on, and just take the trade based on that. You must wait. Whatever you action you wanna take, there is patient coming for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, man. Whatever you expect you will do next, if it's a buy or sell, will be aggressive. The sell will be only aggressive because it's gonna drop back all the way here. But the buys should be aggressive to the upside anytime soon. With that, we're ready for the second week. We're just gonna check the dollar quick time. See what is going on with DXY. Again, it's just the same thing. This pair is just gonna die off. The dollar is gonna go high. It was high. It was bullish. Fuck. That's why USD was selling. But you see, this area that I was holding, we said we break it. We was expecting price to stay below here, but it didn't. Instead, we gone above it. So we're still pulling back. Overall, market stay bearish. So if the worst case scenario, if dollar start to go higher, USD will pull back more. But overall, the structure for this, we now we think the dollar needs to drop all the way here. So long run, overall, we're still bearish on the DXY. The daily structure is shit. You can pay attention to them if you want. Only this. You see why I said the wicks was important before when you asked? Because the wicks will give you clear information sometimes to find out when the pullbacks happen. So if this week I'll say now this, now I can now say this is because the week helped me to identify when the pullback. This is a high because we have 1, 2, 3. It's a swing. As long as we have the formation, it's a swing. And then we have 1, 2, 3. It's a swing. So for me to understand this, I have to look at this. So this is the structure that we're in now. We have a pullback all the way there. And this market we're expecting it to drop. So again, still I'm bearish on the dollar. I'm gonna check 4 hour close to the EMA. Worst case scenario, the dollar is close to this EMA. The dollar, EURUSD is close to the EMA. If you wanna push higher, it might go. But if, as price drop, this will be getting closer to it anyway. So we might not retest this right now. But we stand with what? Structure. Either this or this, because this when the pullback happen. But we'll use this. It's more clear anyways. You can compare them, whichever makes sense more sense. Just use that. This pullback, this swing lows are more clear than this. So at this time, look might happen here. We didn't make the lower low. When this happened, that is when we make the lower low. You see the candles? That is when we even have some nice pullback. So now where the price come is still below this for our what structure level, and not only this. If we had taken as this for our bearish market, this is the last buying candle. Basically, price just come all the way to the extreme. If you have chosen this or this, whichever one you choose is good, but you need to know where the move actually which is here. So we retested there once, just kind of retested there twice. That is why you're seeing it. So anywhere from now here, we just need to use the see the dollar gap as well. Very USD gap. So we can now expect this to continue going lower because 1 hour structure is even clean on the dollar. We're making lower highs, higher highs. We didn't make a higher low. Did we break this structure here? No. So we're still within this structure. But market was making a series of higher highs, higher lows. But this sign here is a sign to say if this is now a lower high, price is failing to make new higher highs, and it's not just happening in random area, it's happening in logical area. That 4 hour supply that you take. So if this now change of trend, the dollar is gonna continue with the flow to go lower. After this pullback happens, we can expect dollar to make new lower low. So which is be something like EURUSD need to make that high. So as long as we start to sell, the overall idea is this structure needs to go all the way to take out this low, because this is the structure we're using on the 4 hour. For this 1 hour time frame is just giving us clear new direction when the trend is changing. But yeah, the overall the dollar is bearish. So that is this. We just break down 3 blood-clad markets. We are bearish in all of them. Well, bullish. I mean, in all of them, we are bullish in all of them. And the dollar, of course, is bearish. So we're gonna look for that. Now it's the important part. We need to do our shit. Let's do our calculation for both of these. We'll edit this video.
So, yo.
Guys, bye.
Damn.